Up in the sky, the horizon farther than the eye can reach is seen by all. But what lies beyond is at the whim of the observer. Some see it simply as just a place far from the reach of humans. Perhaps its seemingly infinite expanse is a reflection of one's own never-ending journey. Or maybe is a symbol for hopes and dreams that have yet to come. Air is Studio Key's second visual novel, released in the year 2000. To contrast the frigid winter from their previous work, Kanon, Air's setting is a seaside town in the midst of summer's apex. Enter Kunisaki Yukito, a traveling showman with the ability to control objects without contact, who is on a quest to find the mystical girl in the sky. A wanderer through and through, Yukito jumps town to town putting on small shows in hopes to earn just enough to buy basic necessities, then head straight to the next. However, he is hardly a master of his craft, making money solely through pity and obligation from his audience. Alone and broke, is prone to relying on others to get by each day. But his situation changes entirely upon meeting Kamio Misuzu, a clumsy, kind, socially awkward girl who attempts to befriend the man while welcoming him into her home. It's here his journey seemingly comes to a standstill, as he finds himself stuck in this far-out town. However, those he meets within helps him find a deeper purpose for his journey. With 3 branching storylines, Yukito can deepen his bond with the aforementioned Misuzu, the outgoing and energetic Kirishima Kano, or the shy and quiet Tono Minagi. With each route comes a new place of stay for Yukito, leading him to become acquainted with those close to the heroine and their own personal situations. In Misuzu's route, the distance between her and those around her are emphasized. In Kano's, Yukito comes to see her older sister Hijiri's hard work and dedication to keep their life intact after their parents' passing. And in Minagi's, Yukito perfectly fits within the dynamic of her and her friend Michiru. Together, as a group of 3, they truly get to know each other and all their quirks. And while the middle of each route may be slow, the interactions between each group is what takes center stage. As the relationship blooms, you come to know the past of each heroine and Yukito himself, exploring their hopes, desires, and outlooks. As he truly comes to know these people, the gruff exterior he built from following a lonely path wears down, showing that inside, he's just a young man with a kind heart, finding a sense of fulfillment he has been lacking hitherto. You slowly get wrapped up in this found family of sorts as they make the most of these summer days. And though the underlying plot is buried beneath these banal events and developments, every now and then a scene or dialogue occurs that wells a sense of uneasiness. These hints slowly build upon one another, all coming together to reveal the fetters keeping them from reaching the happiness they yearn for. Whether it's a form of trauma, inexplicable illness, or curse that has befallen them, under the normal life of these girls is some phenomena that plagues each of them. The time spent with these characters and the connections formed become catalysts for worry and uncertainty to take hold. Who knows what their state is or even how they came to be, but it's through this experience, full of hardship, that allows them to grow as people. The traveler who once lacked resolve will do what it takes to help those he cares for. The girl wrapped in uncertainty finds a light in the darkness. Together, they grasp a better understanding of their own selves and the dreams they hold. Through all of their endeavors, hopefully they can grasp what they sought for so long, and find a meaningful path to follow hereon. The journey they trek is an emotional one, attempting to strike deep in the heart at any turn. While each struggle faced through these branching paths are vastly unique and seemingly unrelated, in the crevices hide small hints that all tie into a bigger picture. The roots of Air's story lie far deeper than year 2000 summer, diving into folklore that has been lost with time. In my opinion, this is where Air truly shines. While the stories of the dream routes were fantastic, especially Minagi's, beyond them lies two linear routes, Summer and the finale, Air. The former breaks the typical slice of life format in order to tie together the three routes, taking place in the distant past. Despite the change in setting and characters, the tone, atmosphere, and character writing is flawlessly carried over. It's a nice change of pace from the same old town, and manages to make you care about these new characters in such a short amount of time. The story of Ryuya, Kana, and Uraha is endearing on its own, but is also the final piece to make sense of the present, before passing the baton to the finale, Air, which I would love to talk about, but that's best left to be seen with one's own eyes. All I can say is that, as a finale, it could not be more perfect. For a moment, I would like to highlight the astounding soundtrack by Jun Maeda, Shinji Orito, and Magome Togoshi. With just a few chords, each track intertwines the life of these characters with summer's atmosphere in a way that is both comforting and magical. They are light, yet oh so impactful, whether it be the ensuing dread of reason. The fun times will be engraved in memories accompanied by summer light, or moments of flooding tears amplified by the notes of silver. The music is simply beautiful through and through. Air is a character-centered story of personal and familial troubles, with a hint of mythology that is all woven into a semi-complex yet coherent narrative about finding purpose and happiness. It's a bittersweet tale whose cast had me invested in their endeavors, through the relatability and overall depth, delivering emotional highs and moments of ambiguity that had become stuck in my mind for days after completion. I didn't know what to expect from Air coming off of Canon. I was expecting a bump in quality, yet was unaware exactly how much I would have felt for the story. The characters, plot, and themes all came together to form such a heartfelt piece that I definitely see it as being one of my favorites. So I guess the next stop on my key journey would be Clannad, but knowing that it's a bit longer, I may wait a little to start on it. I remember watching the anime years ago and loved it dearly, so I'm excited to rekindle the love I've forgotten. And with that, I hope you enjoyed. Thank you very much for watching. Later.